Hi Cancer, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for November 2015. Happy Diwali Cancerians. For the first 8 days we have Venus that is conjuncting Mars, and they are dancing together in a part of your chart that speaks about communication, it speaks about a network, and this is a time where you are going to be having a lot of ideas, Cancerians. It's a brilliant time as well to be networking. It's a brilliant time for short distance travel as well. So if you are looking for a change, if you are looking for maybe another, I would say not just another opportunity as far as your work is concerned, but even if you are changing radically from what you have been doing earlier to something really new, and it's been scaring and it's been exciting you at the same time, this is a time during the first 8 days you will come across people who could be sharing the similar vision as you. So a lot of conversations, discussing your ideas, a lot of maybe you could be reaching out to some mentors, you could be exchanging thoughts, ideas, maybe some of you could be looking and getting some seed funding during this time. It's also a time wherein that it's good to be running errands. So if there is some time, if there are some chores that are pending for you, it's a brilliant time wherein that you will have the time and the mental space to be able to fit everything well into your busy schedule. It's also suggested not to get into very heated discussions around this time, Cancerians. Give other people their space, so they may not subscribe to your beliefs or your passions or your likes or dislikes, and that's perfectly fine. During the first 8 days, ensure that you're not over-identifying with your own beliefs and keep an open mind. There's also a tendency to be a little impatient or even impulsive could be there. So be careful, especially for those of you who drive. Try not to sort of get very frustrated. In India, I think it's, it's a given. There's so much of traffic and that's bound to happen. But try and keep your cool, at least in the first 8 days. We have a beautiful new moon in Scorpio, and it's a little bit of a complicated energy, but we have and the new moon is happening in Scorpio, and we have the lovely energy of Sun, we have the energy of Mercury, but still it's quite a complex and an intense mood. And this new moon is happening in your house of pleasure. Now during, this is from, it starts from 11th of November, and it's really speaking about, a time, so even for those of you who are liking to sort of stay reclusive and not go out, it's a time wherein that, whether they're children, whether they are parties, whether they are invites that are there, you will just be forced to sort of socialize and you will like it. So a lot of, and I would suggest that go out, during this entire November. Don't sort of sit inside and generally feel sorry for yourself. But it's being lonesome is not really an option for you this month. So be gracious and go out and accept all the invites that are there. Also during this new moon, it's a brilliant time to be creative. So if you are looking, especially for those of you who are authors, who are in theatre, who are in movies, who are musicians and artists, so it's a time wherein that you will find that everything is sort of just flowing, ideas are coming to you, concepts are coming to you more easily, and you're able to just carry forth your work. Also there will be a lot of receptiveness that is there as far as your work is concerned. Pamper yourself during this time, Cancerians. Have a nice bubble bath or go to a spa, have a lovely candlelight dinner, and just give yourself that attention. And for some of you who really have been wanting to do something really wild, maybe go for that adventure holiday or rafting, let that inner child come out and play. Don't sort of, say that no, I need to be here and responsibility first. So be a little carefree in November. Also Scorpio new moon, since we have a strong placement of Sun and Mercury over here, it's also a time wherein, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, who's the god of underworld. So everything that is really dug deep, inside. And because it's talking about your house of pleasure, children, creativity, everything is going to sort of get more surfaced, more pronounced, and it's just going to dig more deeper in. So for some of you who could have been battling with a certain health issue or some allergy or something that is there, it's a good time to be going for a blood test, because it's all under the skin, or even a skin allergy or some ailment that you've been trying to get a handle on and say what this is. And because Scorpio is all about internal health as well, and it's a good time to be sort of get your well-being, make that appointment with a doctor and get sort of everything in order before the winter really begins. It's also a time because Pluto is all about under the hood. Scorpio is quite obsessed about what's happening really behind it. I want to know. So it's a good idea to, if there have been past health issues that have been sort of, they surface now and then, it would be wise to go and get a second opinion, or just go and get them checked as well. So cleanses, deep detoxes, or even extreme facials. It's a brilliant time to be doing all this. It's also a great time to be merging your resources and tallying your assets, Cancerian. A lovely time to be, so you may be having a very diverse portfolio, stock diverse portfolio. Money is like everywhere, and what is it that you're doing finally with it? How is it that you're reinvesting it? Are you making your money grow? So a lot of focus is going to be there this month on putting all those investments together, looking at not just looking at, but I think also putting everything in a way, consolidating everything. Yeah, that's the right word. So consolidating all the investments that are there, and even maybe reinvesting them. So this also covers your mortgages, your loans. Maybe if you can find something, another new attractive EMI plan, it would be wise for you to be maybe looking at that. It's also a great time wherein that you can sort of, look at carpooling, look at newer interesting ways as to how it is that you can not really, make full use of the resources that are around you. So whether it's, just doing potluck, or, doing a carpool with someone who goes along the similar way, and maybe sharing a gym trainer, and trying to figure out these things, combining the resources and then making full use of them is something which is really, really highlighted upon. Now also a lot of focus on financial abundance as they can say. So Scorpio rules the lump sum, large sums of money. So and also money which we share with others. So bonuses, inheritances, even commissions that are there. So you will find that during this time a lot of focus is there on large sums of money, and that's a good thing. However, do share, if say someone whom you're supposed to be sharing money with is not aware about it, and you sort of keep quiet about it, it can come and bite you over there. Even I would say, even if it is not really materialistic, if it's not something really tangible, and if you're talking about intangible wealth, give the credit where it's due, and not sort of don't take the petty route this month as far as sharing is concerned, Cancerians. And also don't get on a revengeful mode of I'll show her, or I'll show him, or I'll show them as to what is it that I mean. And don't operate from a space of control, a space of power. With this new moon energy, it can just come back and hit quite badly. Now what happens is that normally whenever we discuss a new moon in Scorpios, it just sort of worries everybody that, oh God, Scorpio is there, and what is, something bad is going to happen. But what it does is that it's asking you to make full use of the energies of Sun and Mercury that it is bringing along, and it's creating all those opportunities for you. So it can be, you can choose to be, there are literally the three phases of a scorpion. One is that, the one that goes along the ground and it stings, and which has that vengeful sting. And then the other is the soaring eagle, that's the wizened Scorpio that has just sort of learnt his life's lessons, and it is observing everything that is there. Now, the highest manifestation of Scorpio is the phoenix, and that is the mystic bird that rises and literally it rises from the ashes and creates entirely a new world. So, you need to be deciding during this Scorpio full moon which one do you want to be. Do you want to be the one that's crawling on the ground and with that vengeful, poisonous thing and sting people, or do you want to soar and observe and have that wiseness, or you just want to recreate everything? Just rise up and put things to rest and just start all over again. Venus is in opposition to Uranus, and this is happening on the 23rd of November. And Uranus is there in your house of reputation, it's there in your house of career, and it is opposing Libra, and she's there in your house of foundation, security. That's the house that you rule, Cancers. Now, Uranus being there in your house of public perceptions, your reputation, your career, how it is that you want people to perceive you, you could feel slightly reckless, and you may just want to change directions of your career, of your work. You may just decide, I don't want to do this anymore and I just want to change. And this is the time also you would be wanting more freedom from your work. Uranus is the teen planet. He is just going to come and create a lot of, rather he is creating drama for you in this house, and you just feel very rebellious and say, I don't want this nonsense anymore, and I don't want to be putting up with this monotony anymore. And it's also a time wherein that you could take quite an innovative approach to as far as your work is concerned. Maybe you will just be able to find a way, you will be able to identify and find a mentor who will be able to guide you ahead on your chosen path. Or you could also, for some of you with this particular, because Uranus is there and there's unpredictable fluctuation that is there, you may suddenly find that you've got promoted. And for some of you, you may just find that for some reason, work has just stuck, or you may just decide to quit. So both the extremes can happen. And Venus is there Venus is working in your house of foundation. So at the back of it, you're very happy. So emotionally, you seem quite anchored while all this drama seems to be happening at your workplace. But home, as far as that is concerned, there seems to be an absolute support. So your family seems to be quite happy and quite supportive of the decisions that you're taking. And in fact, for a lot of you, even though there is no clarity on what decision or where it is that you're going to be going, but that sense of comfort that is coming from a supportive family is going to be very nice for you, and you're going to be feeling very loved and very looked out for. Saturn towards the end of the month is squaring Neptune, and Saturn is there in your house of day-to-day work, and it's there in your house of your health, and Neptune is there in your house of higher mind and some amount of travel as well. And it's a bit of a challenging situation because it's really a balance between reality, effort, that is Saturn, and of course illusion, that is Neptune. So what it is that you're perceiving. So maybe your entire, for some of you, because Saturn is asking you to focus on the details at your work. It's asking you that maybe you seem to be missing out on something and you need to be paying more attention onto the details, and it wants you to work, get more serious about it, get into more details as far as your work and your health is concerned. And it's also a time wherein that some of you could feel quite pressurized with day-to-day routines. You may just feel that it's just too much, I can't manage, or there's just no time for me, or you're just literally running work to home, and there's just no time in between to breathe. It could be that phase as well for you, where you could just feel very overwhelmed with the entire work to home to work run. And with Neptune being there in your house, which speaks about expansion really of the higher mind and some amount of spirituality as well, you could be not just encouraged, but you could also be inclined to expand your beliefs more. So it's really a time wherein that you are being asked to not get carried away with your own beliefs and your own belief system and what you think is right and this is how it should be done, but also to put a very practical, realistic look on the what is possible and what the results can be, and that it requires some hard tangible work. So keep that balance of idealism and practicality towards end of the month, Cancerians. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.